Andrew Tate went completely off on Adam 22 regarding his recent shenanigans with his newlywed wife. I'm sure you guys heard about it. I've seen it on social media all over every single platform. They got the publicity they wanted, but did this go Adam 22's way? I'm not 100% sure. Neither is Andrew Tate. So let's go ahead and hop right into this video. Stay for the entire thing. We're going to talk about it, react to it. Let's hop in the video right now.
I don't know. Like, do you feel like that affects our connection at all? Because I can, after having you shot with this guy, I can kind of understand why that doesn't matter to you, because you and the other guy don't really matter to me at this point.
I think it's, well, my personal view is that it's very different for a woman than it is for a man. And I think that, and I hope I'm wrong, if your relationship reaches a rough patch, perhaps the idea of being with another man will be more tempting than it once previously was, because the seal's already been broken. That's my personal view. I don't, with all due respect, care what you want to do with your own relationship. If it makes you happy, it should make you happy, and that's fine. And it's your decision to make. It's not my decision to make. I'm just telling you that I wouldn't do it. I can give you admiration for a degree to how well you've dealt with the pressure, I guess, or the hate or the backlash. I mean, you've handled it pretty well, which I guess is good. Not a lot of people can do that. So I have to give you some degree of respect for that. But I guess you expected all that before you made the decision to do it, right?
Yeah, I did. And I mean, I've caught a lot of flack because when you first commented on me on the Tucker Carlson show, I left an Instagram comment that said, if he's the top G, I want to be the bottom G. So I do want to extend an invite that if you were ever interested in doing your first ever scene, that me and Lena, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like,
yo, dude,
would he be a suitable candidate? Would you,
Andrew Tate,
can I tap him in?
I don't know. No.
Man, for you to literally, like, this is his wife we're talking about. This is his wife. This is how far people have come from the traditional marriage. People actually think this is okay. They're not the only ones that live this kind of lifestyle. There's a lot of people that do this stuff, just not on a big platform. This is ridiculous. For you to put your wife up for this auction for money is just insanity. Why would you, why did you marry her? What was the point of marriage, man? That's ridiculous.
There's absolutely 0% chance of that happening. And it's not because Elena is particularly unattractive. It's because she's married to Adam, and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless, and I have no interest in making a spectacle of myself, or
exactly,
even just involving myself in anything which I deem to be overall haram and pointless. That's just not something I'd be interested in. There's not a single amount of money on the planet you could pay me to undertake. So
shout
thank
out to
you.
all who's not doing no. I respect you all so much.
This dude is so far from gone. It's insane. He literally lost his mind for the sake of money and fame. This is what it gets you. So for everyone that wants to chase after this Hollywood dream, look at this guy. And it's a lot of them out there. A lot of those people live like that. They do not care. They are disgusting. That is trash, man.
Andrew, by the way, I couldn't get paid any amount of money to. No offense, Adam. Respect to you. Degenerate. I'm not with that. No amount of money.
Yeah, you make $4 a month sitting on your, and that's from one sponsor, I think, right? So
Stop exposing him.
No, I mean, I read it online.
But yeah, I'm with Andrew on that one. Andrew,
so do you two think you're going to stay together forever?
I mean, if Adam cheats on me again, maybe not. But
I'm not a cheater anymore. I left that in the past.
That wasn't the old days. He likes to say,
If you get a divorce, don't you think people are going to attribute it to this event?
I always think that we're going to be together forever. I mean, we didn't get married a long time ago. We just got married. But it is unfortunate that if, like, in 10 years we break up because, like, let's say he cheated on me, everyone's going to blame it on the fact that Jason, in July of 2023.
I don't think
no one's going to think about anything else.
Nobody's going to be thinking about the fact that we did this in 10 years, which when you're in the middle of the storm and everybody's freaking out on you every day, it's kind of easy to feel like, oh, this is going to define my life going forward. Now, that may be true to some extent because this has been such a thing, but I don't really think that it's that likely to follow us 10 years into the future. I don't know.
My hope is to be with Adam forever. That is what I want.
And again, last thing I want to say is this. Well, not last thing, but I think I asked this, but wait, so Lena, what's better? Because you haven't had it. Jason was the first you had, right?
You know what? Let me say something. I find this very uncomfortable to talk about. There's not many things I find uncomfortable, but I just find this uncomfortable to talk about. And the reason is not because, I mean, I'm an adult. I know what sex is. Of course, I've lived a very varied life. I just feel like I don't know. We have so many people watching us, and we're just talking about. Don't you think this is below us? I don't know. We're all pretty intelligent people.
Thank you. Yes, you are 100% right, Mr. Andrew Tate. This is ridiculous. They have nothing else better to do but waste people's life by throwing this trash on the internet. Thank you for saying that.
Talk about the Matrix and how they're trying to dumb us all down and trying to control all of our minds. And this base instinct talk, I find it very uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable being on this stream. If I was sitting with a woman next to me, the last thing I would talk about is our personal life. I just don't think it's the smart thing to do. And I don't think that it is. I don't have any interest in the personal life of any married couple, and I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want to talk about it. And I just find it very uncomfortable. I'm extremely uncomfortable in this situation. That's the truth. And I'm not saying that from a position of weakness. I'm saying it from a position of strength. I don't like talking about these things. I don't like talking about women getting. I don't like talking about what I do with women. I don't like talking about any of it. I think that what I do in the bedroom with a woman who I care about should be to a degree
private.
Sacred.
Private, yeah.
And I think it should be completely private. Absolutely. And I don't want to hear about anyone else. I want to make something clear to the I don't watch porn. I've never bought an OnlyFans. I've never paid for. My relationship with involves love, and I don't think it should happen outside of love. And I think that's the way that sex should operate. And I think that when you decide, and once again, I could be wrong, when you decide to keep exclusively for love, there's something beautiful and special about it. And if you decide not to do that, then you keep chasing a new high, and you can have a bunch of girls. And I'm not saying I haven't done it, but eventually you're constantly just chasing a new high, and you end up just doing something weird. Whereas if you just say, I only have girls I love, then it's always special and it's always pretty sacred, and you get to just enjoy it that way. And beautiful children are birthed, and life goes on.
In maybe like the last 5 years of our relationship, I can really only think of maybe like 1 or 2 times that we've with a girl off camera. For the most part, we are monogamous. We just found on camera. And I think if anything, our realization is that the world is so extremely fascinated by a couple like us who are open-minded sexually, because there's a lot of conversations about polyamorous relationships. And, you know, in our case, I do think it's kind of disingenuous for everybody to act like we're in this crazy poly relationship when we actually are monogamous, besides on camera. But I mean, for us, it's really like a porn thing. You know, she shot this scene with this dude. As much as she may have enjoyed it or not enjoyed it, it was a money decision. It was like, oh, this is going to be a big move for my career and for our family. We're going to be able to retire off of this money. So that was the reason for it. Not like, oh, I'm just dying to have another mouth.
I understand, and I'm not a saint. I'm not saying sitting here trying to say I'm a saint. I'm not trying to talk from a position of authority, but I have perhaps, maybe it's my fight career, which Cerrone doesn't respect, or maybe it's something else, but I think that you can achieve a lot of happiness in life through actually reducing your exposure to certain things. I'll give you an example. I'm not particularly a foodie, but I will only eat once a day. Sometimes I don't eat for 2 or 3 days at a time, and that's the reason I love a steak. So right now I have unlimited sexual options because I am the top G and I'm the most famous man on the planet, and thousands of women a week are constantly trying to throw themselves at me. And the reason I reject them all is because I don't think I would enjoy as a whole if I slept with all these women. The reason I enjoy is because I say no to everybody and say no to everything. And by reducing my exposure to something, that's how I still find it interesting, and that's how I still enjoy it. So,
okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it with that right there. I think that was a good place to stop this video. There's a lot of cussing, a lot of bad language in this video, but nonetheless, shout out to Andrew Tate for at least speaking up with a mindset of, look, too much of this stuff is bad. If they want to have a polyamorous relationship, go ahead and do that, okay? But you don't have to get all this media involved. You don't have to put this all out there for people to see. You don't have to try to make it explode. Do that on your own terms, okay? Do that in your comfort, in the comfort of your own zone. Everyone else don't need to hear about this stuff, right? Okay. Yes, again, shout out to Andrew Tate for keeping it down on this one. Look, man, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button if you like the video. We got more of these videos coming. Until next time, my name is Aaron Page, and I'm out.